Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I want to go through 6 fragrances that I've recently added to my collection. I have quite the mix here. I have 3 Middle Eastern fragrances. I have a designer fragrance, a niche fragrance and a celebrity fragrance. If you'd like to see what they are and my thoughts on them, do keep watching. Start with 2 of the Middle Eastern fragrances. These 2 are relatively new releases. This is Habik from Latafa and this one is from Khadlaj and it's got quite a long name. It is Lafed Crystallia Imperio. Both very noticeable bottles, right? I'm presenting these to you together because they're remarkably similar. It's kind of funny. I was looking for easy to wear summer fragrances. We're heading into the summer months here in Australia, and these 2 stood out to me as worth a try. They're more similar than I thought they would be, but they're both wearable in different ways, so hopefully I will get some good use out of them. But let's go through them one at a time. I'm going to start with the one that I absolutely prefer, which is the Khadlaj Lafed Cristalia Imperio. This one is quite a beautiful green apple fragrance. There's green apple in here, there's some jasmine, and there's some gourmand notes. There's a bubblegum note in here, some caramel, and it's got amber and I think sandalwood in the base, but mostly I get this absolutely delicious green apple, shampooey, fruity scent. The gourmand notes aren't super prominent, as in they're not too much, they're not too realistic, but they give it a delightful sweetness. This would definitely, I believe, appeal to a younger crowd because it does have those gourmand notes. I will definitely get plenty of wear out of this over the warmer months because it's not heavy. It gets really hot here and we've had some hot days and I've been wearing this. It doesn't last the longest on the really hot days, but I'm still getting 3 hours from this one. And yeah, this was a win. So that's from Khadlaj Lafed Cristalia Imperio. And the bottle is rather lovely as well. Habik from Latafa. Now this one I was more hopeful for, but I don't like it as much as the Cristalia Imperio. I was hoping this would be a wonderful replacement for Versace Dylan Purple. I went through a bottle of that over the last, sorry, I just hit the tripod. I went through a bottle of Versace Dylan Purple over the last 2 summers and I finished that, and Habik is touted as being inspired by that fragrance. The initial blast of this smells remarkably similar to Dylan Purple, I will say that, but it kind of changes over time. It's and not that much time. To me, it's spicier somehow. That's not accounted for in the notes. And it also is a little more boozier. So this to me is Dylan Purple, which is a very shampooey pear fragrance. For those that haven't tried it, it's like that, but it's a little bit spicier in terms of a little bit pepperier. And also, yeah, boozy in the direction of something like an apple cider, something like that. My biggest gripe with this one at the moment is the longevity. It currently dissipates very quickly on my skin, less than 2 hours, but I checked the batch date on Habik and this was only manufactured, July of this year. So I'm going to put this one aside as we do and see what becomes of her. And hopefully she will develop and last longer. I could see myself, if the performance of this improved, I could see myself wearing this of a summer's evening. It is fun and it's a little, it's a touch spicy And as I say, it's got that kind of apple cider quality to it, even though it's pear, I believe, in here, and not apple. But yeah, interesting and not terrible. That's Habik from Latafa. I got a replacement for one of my Middle Easterns that I used up, and I've not had this fragrance in my collection for more than a year, and I missed it and I got it back. Now, I have not repurchased any of the affordable Middle Eastern fragrances. I've been buying them for 3 years and talking about them on this channel for more than 2 years. And this is the first one that I have finished a bottle of and replaced. So I wonder if you can possibly guess which one it is. It is this one, Ked Alasan from Latafa. Let's see what it's like. Oh, it's the same. It's the same. This is a creamy coconut fragrance with white florals. Yes, there's something kind of artificial in here, but I really love it. I don't have any spare skin available, so I'm just going to have to spray in the box a bit more to get. It is such a great coconut fragrance. I would say this is creamy over lactonic. I don't get milky vibes from this, but you do get like coconut cream. And I really feel like it's the way the white florals are done in here that contribute to the whole experience. This lasts 3 to 4 hours on me. And I wore it all the time of an evening because it's so yummy. It's very much coconutty. It's like getting your nose up close to shredded coconut, but it's also got these creamy white florals. I wouldn't wear this to the beach. For me, it's more of an unwinding of an evening scent because I think on a hot day, this one's a bit much, but I'm delighted to have it back in the collection. And as I say, in terms of the affordable Middle Easterns, I'm not talking about Qaed because I've replaced Qaed's, but all the others, you know, Latafas, Paris Corners, Fragrance World, Al Haramain, Swiss Arabians. This is the only one that I've bought again. Qaed Alasan, Unlimited, the one in the white bottle. And these days, because this has been out for a number of years, this costs pennies. If you like a creamy coconut fragrance, this might be for you. Qaed Alasan from Latafa. Moving on, I picked up Holy Neroli from Montale. I absolutely love this. It is, as the name suggests, a neroli and orange blossom scent. I think it's remarkable in its simplicity. It's not doing a lot more than that. It opens with neroli and then moves into more of the orange blossom scent. So, and I'm sure most of you know, neroli and orange blossom are the same flower, but from my understanding, the scent has been extracted differently. So the way I would describe neroli, and these things are hard to describe, is it is creamier, greener, and slightly a touch pepperier than orange blossom. The orange blossom is warmer and more honeyed. That's how they appear differently to me. And this one definitely goes on that journey from neroli. There's some bitter orange at the top and some bergamot, but it's mostly the neroli, and it moves in this orange blossom direction, which is warmer, more kind of white florals. But I love the neroli at the top, and I find myself re-spritzing this to get that blast. This does have good longevity, as you'd expect from a Montale, but the projection's light, I would say. And I'm not cross with that because these notes aren't super heavy. And if there were more heavier notes in here to push them out, I feel like you would lose the really quite delightful experience of this neroli and orange blossom. I can compare this to Dolce & Gabbana Devotion Intense, which I own. And to me, the Devotion Intense is a very orange blossom forward fragrance. This is really quite different because there's more neroli in it. And also the Devotion and the Devotion Intense have so much vanilla. They're really vanilla fragrances. This one doesn't. It's got vanilla sugar in the base, which to me just gives it a wonderful sweetness and kind of, to me, works well with the bitter orange. I love this. This was a great blind buy. I'm so glad to have it. I do love my Montales, and this adds nicely to that collection. That's Holy Neroli from Montale. Infinite Sky from Estee Lauder. This one is close to my heart, and I have mentioned it in a number of recent videos because I have a travel size of this, and I found it at a good price and went for the whole bottle. It's a vanilla fragrance with Szechuan pepper at the top. There's leather wood, which is a plant, and yeah, lots of vanilla. I've not smelled anything like this, and I love it a lot. And from the notes, the Szechuan pepper, the vanilla, and the leatherwood, you might think this is masculine, and some people say it is. I don't get that because to me, the leatherwood gives this vanilla some powdery floral aspect, as well as that kind of fuzzy suede-like leather quality. But I think there's some powdery florals in here. The dry down is stunning. So it's not a sweet vanilla by any means, but it's sophisticated, different, and a statement maker, and it lasts forever on the skin. 8 hours plus, moderate projection, strong projection at the beginning. Oh, this is a stunner. This brings out all of my, precious kind of feels. I'm so glad I got this because this line, these luxury collections, the luxury collection from Estee Lauder, they've been discontinued. And there's some good ones amongst them. Infinite Sky was my favorite. An unusual vanilla fragrance for the cooler weather. Lastly, dear old Britney Spears. This is a repurchase as well. Oh my goodness, you cannot go wrong with this one. It is Fantasy Intimate Edition for Britney Spears. Light wearing. This is clean, musky, powdery vanilla. It's quite unlike the other fantasies because it doesn't have that sweet, fruity, shampooy top. This is just, as I say, lemon. There's a little bit of lemon in the top of this, and there's more lemon in this version compared to the one that I would have purchased 2 or more years ago. Delightful lemon, clean linen, musk, slightly, ever so slightly detergenty, but I don't even mind it because it's literally like sunshine, clean air, and freshly washed linen sheets in the sunshine. There's ozonic notes in here. This might be my favorite low scent environment fragrance because you definitely smell it, but it's just clean, lemons, sunshine, fresh air. I can go on and on about this one. It's just the easiest of easy reaches. That is Fantasy Intimate Edition from Britney Spears. Friends, they are the latest additions to my fragrance collection in terms of full bottles. What have you added recently? I hope you're well. Thank you for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.